All right. Okay. Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Good evening, teacher. Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Thank you for confirming. Okay. So I think that I'm gonna start right away with you guys. I'm sorry, but I had like some technical issues. I noticed that you couldn't hear me before, so I had to
No, no,
restart. Not at all, right? Okay.
no. The sound is not connected.
Okay. But now you can, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So all right. So again, guys, welcome. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Victor Arias. I'm going to be the person in charge of this course, right? This is basic six, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So in that case, I'm in the right place. Um, well, I noticed that there are plenty of people here. I'm going to check right away the attendance very quickly. Just to remind you, right? Like during the class, it's required for you to have your camera on, participate as much as you can, and that's pretty much it. That's what INSAFOR requires, right? Mostly. Okay, and I'm gonna check the attendance. What you listen or when you listen to your name, please say present, I'm here, etc. so that you acknowledge that you are in class. So let's start. Is Diana Carolina Martinez here? Good evening. Okay, probably she's not. What about Hazel Carolina Buendia? Good evening.
Hello, good night. Hello,
Oh,
guys.
all right. Hello, good evening. Thank you, Hazel. Now I have Carlos Ernesto Elias. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you. Welcome. Now I have Eva Maria Anaya. Good evening. No, she's not here. Okay. Raquel Mejia Santos. Good evening. No, she's not here. Diana Sarai. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Diana. Okay. Andres,
Raquel,
you.
teacher, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Raquel put right in the chat. He is right now out of her work in the
Uh,
WhatsApp. She
oh,
is going to her house.
who do you? Oh, Raquel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm, okay. Okay, I will text her later about that. That I. Thank you. Thank you, Hector. All right. Now let's see. Andres Giovanni. Good evening. No. Okay. Carlos Fernando Castillo. Okay. So here. Julio Merino. Good evening.
Present teacher, I hear.
All right. Thank you. And let's see, Francisco Lara, good evening. Nope, okay. Darian Stephanie Perez.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you. All right, Laura Cortez, good evening.
Present, good evening.
All right, thank you. Ernesto Isaí Figueroa, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
All right, thank you. And then Petronilo Perez Martinez, good evening.
Present, teacher. Good evening.
All right, thank you, sir. Paola Gonzalez, good evening.
Teacher.
All right, okay. Thank you, Paola. Héctor Mauricio Acosta.
Yes. Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Noemi Alvarado is here. Probably not yet. Jason Ben Picado. Okay, he's not here yet. Did I mention everyone or did I miss
Teacher.
anyone? Mhm.
Good evening. I'm Eva.
Okay, Eva Maria Naya, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Eva.
Thank you.
Hi,
All right.
teacher.
Hello,
Diana Carolina.
Martinez, right?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, Lena. Now, Kelly's running late. She's on her way home. And I think that's it. All right. Okay, guys, so thank you again. Thank you very much. I'm gonna start right away. Quick question, can you see my screen? Yep.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect, wonderful. So let's get started, guys. We're gonna have this unit. We're gonna start with this unit, sorry. We're gonna have job listed, right? That's the way we call this unit. What are we gonna do in this unit? Well, we're gonna talk about different scenarios about job listed. Like for example, today, at the end of this class, you'll be able to respond to questions regarding qualifications and potential contributions, right? That is the idea of, or the objective that we have for today, right? That you describe or you respond questions related to qualifications. Now, when we talk about qualifications, this is like an introduction. This is regarding abilities we need for a particular job, right? So those are the qualifications, right? Like those kind of abilities that we have for a specific position, right? We don't have the same qualifications for somebody who works, for example, in an office compared to somebody who works, I don't know, like in an outdoor activity, right? Just to be or be more specific, imagine if we are talking about, like let's say an assistant, I don't know, they don't have or they don't need the same abilities. So that's part of what we are talking today, right? So remember, qualification is. All right. That's it. So for today, we're gonna have this activity very quickly. When we say nobody knows that, probably this is new for you. But we're gonna try to get to know each other a little bit during this class, right? So what is the main purpose of this activity? That we describe, right? Like the different things that we consider that people don't know about us, right? Let me show you an example. After this, we have another activity that you will interview each other. Nobody knows that, and I have this one. This is about me. Nobody knows that I have 2 dogs and 1 cat at home. What do you think, guys? Is this true or false? What do you think? Tell me your ideas. What do you think? Suspicious, right?
Yes.
Maybe it's true.
All right, Petronio says
I
true.
think it's false
Okay, Eric says
because 2 dogs and 1 cat. I don't know.
yeah, it's too much, right? Okay, good. I have two different opinions, two different opinions. All right, thank you. What about the rest? What do you think? This is about me. What do you think? Is this true or false? Two people
Could be
say
false.
true.
It
Oh,
could
there.
be false because he knows.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Because of the noise. Okay, I had two people saying false and one saying true. All right. Okay. Well, I will tell you the answer, guys. This is actually false, right? First of all, I don't have any animal, at least in my house, right? I used to have a dog, but right now it's a little bit complicated to have a dog at home because I spend almost all my day working, so I wouldn't like to have my dog alone. So I gave it as a present to my mom, so I don't have it. So that's why it's false. Now I'm gonna show you another one. Nobody knows that I hate seafood. I hate the smell. What do you think? Is this true or false? True or false, guys?
I
What do you
think
think?
think it's false because his family prepares food and they know.
Okay. All right. That's a valid point. All right. Thank you, Ernesto. All right. Any other opinion?
I think it's true because some people likes a mariscada in the weekend. Nobody nobody resists a mariscada. I think it's true.
All right. You think it's true. All right. I have one and one. Okay. Thank you. All right. What about the rest? What do you think? Is this true about me, about the teacher? Is this true or false? I have like 50-50 by now.
Maybe it's true, teacher.
All right. You think it's true. Okay. I have one extra point four. Oh, sorry. One extra point four true. All right. Good. What about the rest? Any other opinion that you have, or you have the same opinion that it's true? All right. You're a little bit quiet right now, but don't worry. You'll be speaking at the end of the class. Don't worry. So, actually, this is true. I don't like seafood. I sometimes eat, but maximum or the only exception is shrimps. That's the only thing. But about fish, octopus, shells, all of those things, I don't like that, right? I don't like that. Um, that's funny. My family, they love seafood, but in my case, I'm like I don't know, like the unusual person in my family. Right? All right. So these are two examples about me, right? Remember, we're using this structure over here that says nobody knows that, right? Nadie sabe, right? Nobody knows that, right? And then you share with us what you think people don't know yet, but they will, right? After you share your example. So for this activity, now I need you to do it with your own information, right? So you will have 3 minutes to write your own examples, okay? So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes right now, and then I need you to create your own example. You can use this part that says here, nobody knows that, and then you create your own example. Nobody knows that I have, nobody knows that I lived, nobody knows that I went. I don't know, it's up to you. I used, in this case, ideas in present because they are a little bit easier, but you can use any type of idea that you have in mind. All right. So 3 minutes running now, guys. And then we will find out if what you're saying is true or false. And if you have any question, please let me know.
How many example, teacher? One, two,
Good question. Just with two, it's enough, right? Two examples, it's enough.
okay, teacher.
Mhm. Good question. Thank you. All right, you have 1 more minute, guys.
Teacher, we have to send it on the WhatsApp group.
Not really. Actually, I will give you the chance to share here your examples.
Okay.
Mhm. All right, but yep, thumbs up, right? We are ready now, I believe. If you're not, what I will do is the following. I was supposed to share this before, but I was about to forget it, but I will right now. I need to play a video very quickly, guys, for you. This is a video by Insafort. Just give me a minute. I will play it if, if the rest is not finished with the sentences, you can watch the video and at the same time, you can complete this activity. Hold on. All right, can you see my screen right now, guys? Can you see the video?
No, teacher.
Can you now?
Yes.
Yes, right now, yes.
Okay, perfect. So in that case, I will play for you. Here we go.
El INSAFORP Ha trabajado con un alto nivel de profesionalismo, pensando siempre en incrementar las posibilidades de crecimiento para la gente de nuestro país. Nos hemos dedicado a que a través de la formación se generen oportunidades para los salvadoreños y así cada vez más, en un mundo más competitivo y globalizado, siempre existan en nuestro país posibilidades de superación para todos. Miles de hombres y mujeres han logrado desarrollarse profesionalmente y han ampliado sus conocimientos y posibilidades laborales a través de los diferentes programas de formación que son parte del sistema de formación profesional, el cual ofrece programas de formación para todos los niveles de recurso humano dentro de una empresa. Se ha incrementado productividad de muchas industrias y cientos de empresas a través de la capacitación y formación de cientos de miles de salvadoreños con programas como Área Técnica, ofreciendo cursos técnicos para mejorar el desempeño operativo y tecnológico de los trabajadores. Competencias gerenciales, con temas de capacitación para complementar y actualizar conocimientos para áreas de gerencia. Inglés para el trabajo. Contenidos estandarizados del inglés para hacer a los trabajadores más eficientes y productivos en el desempeño de sus funciones. Mejora de competitividad de las MIPES. Amplios temas de capacitación específicos para micro y pequeños empresarios. Cursos cerrados y abiertos, tratando temas de capacitación para trabajadores de las empresas cotizantes de INSAFORP. INSAFORP Online. Cursos online con el horario y ubicación que más convenga al usuario para la constante capacitación en múltiples temas y profesiones. Trabajando con el compromiso claro de ayudar al desarrollo del país y con un equipo profesional entregado a buscar oportunidades para nuestra gente, es que INSAFORP ha logrado tener un modelo de gobernanza y gestión ejemplar que tiene como base el diálogo permanente entre el sector empleador, laboral y el gobierno, formando a los trabajadores, capacitando a la gente de nuestro país. Es que transformamos la vida de las familias salvadoreñas, porque en INSAFORP trabajamos todos los días sabiendo que, a través del conocimiento, es que estamos formando un mejor El Salvador.
Con el objetivo de formar en igualdad, el Instituto Salvadoreño de Formación Profesional INSAFORP presentó en el año 2017 la Guía para la Prevención y Erradicación de la Discriminación contra las Mujeres en los centros de formación fijos donde se desarrollan programas permanentes de formación profesional del INSAFORP, cuya elaboración contó con el apoyo de la Organización Internacional del Trabajo, OIT, y su objetivo a largo plazo es contribuir a mejorar las condiciones y oportunidades de acceso y permanencia de las mujeres en los procesos de formación profesional sin discriminación de ningún tipo.
La guía pretende poner a disposición de INSAFORP y de sus centros colaboradores un instrumento que les permita identificar, conocer, prevenir, atender y erradicar progresivamente cualquier discriminación por razones de género contra las mujeres.
Posteriormente, el INSAFORP desarrolló un plan piloto de implementación de la guía en 3 centros de formación fijos, y es así como surgen 4 instrumentos fundamentales para la aplicabilidad de la guía, siendo estos: manual de convivencia, protocolo de atención en casos de bullying y acoso sexual, lineamientos para la comunicación de los programas de formación con lenguaje inclusivo no sexista y la guía metodológica para la prevención y erradicación de la discriminación contra las mujeres. Dichos documentos fueron elaborados con el enfoque de derechos humanos y de género, estableciendo medidas que garanticen relaciones de respeto, igualdad y equidad entre todas las personas que forman parte y conviven en los centros de formación profesional. De esta forma, el INSAFORP asume la igualdad de género como un principio transversal de trabajo, entregando a los centros de formación estas 4 herramientas que complementan la guía para la prevención y erradicación de la discriminación contra las mujeres, a fin de que sean puestas en práctica en beneficio de las usuarias de la formación profesional. INSAFORP, formando en igualdad.
All right, guys. So that is what INSAFORP is about, right? And the different options that they have for you, right? If you want to study something different, right, you have those options too that you can consider, you know, in the future. Okay, all right. I believe that we are ready, right, with those examples. So is there any volunteer who wants to be the first one?
You volunteer, teacher. Julio.
Awesome, great. Thank you, Julio. Go ahead. That's the first
Okay.
one.
Yes, nobody know when I will be able to speak English perfectly.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, nobody knows that Julius speaks English perfectly. Okay, good.
Yes. See,
That's great.
second,
Okay.
nobody know what future awaits them.
All right. Nobody knows what the future, I'm sorry?
Awaits. Esperar.
Wait. Okay.
Yes, them, teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good one too. All right, good. That
Okay.
actually that makes you like think about the future somehow. All right, great. Okay, great job, Julius. All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All right, any other volunteer? They were very deep. Okay.
And I'm volunteer.
All right, awesome. Go ahead. How do you want me to call you, Hector or Mauricio?
No, Hector.
Hector. Okay. All right, perfect.
Is the most common.
Okay.
Nobody knows that I hate onion and chili.
You hate onion and chili. Okay, that's a good one. What do you think, guys? Is that true or false? True or false about Hector?
Onion and chili.
In Chile. Uh-huh.
True.
It's true.
Okay.
It's false.
Eva says false. All right. I have two people that say true and one that says false. Okay. And what's the final answer, Hector?
It's true. I really hate onion and chili.
Really? Okay. But what about let's say when we eat what is it? What about with tacos? You don't like onions with tacos?
No, only sauces and meat and maybe guacamole and tomato, not onion.
That's it. Okay. All right. I'm like that too. You know, when we talk about onions, I'm like, I'm not a fan of onions. All right.
No.
I feel you. I feel you. All right, thank you. What about the second one?
Nobody knows I have a big tattoo in my left leg.
All right. Nobody knows that Hector has a big tattoo on his left leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A tattoo on his left leg. What do you think, guys? True or false?
False.
True.
All right. Oh, that says false. Raquel says true. Any other volunteer? All right. Any other opinion? No.
Me, teacher.
What do you think, Petronella? Is that true or false?
I think it's true.
You think it's true. All right. Now, what is the answer, Hector?
Somebody is maybe my face look very bad guy.
Yeah, that's the impression that they might have, but what is it? Is that true or false that you have a
Yeah,
big
it's
tattoo?
true. It's true. Let me show you a big tattoo.
Okay, wow, okay.
It's true.
Okay. So, but is that the only tattoo that you have, or you have more tattoos?
No, I have another one in a right leg and one in my back. One in my back.
Okay. Is that
And I
similar?
don't show it. And I don't show.
Okay, don't worry. We understand that part. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, good. All right. Okay, because of time, one more person, one more volunteer.
Me.
All right, awesome. Go ahead.
Okay, nobody knows that I hate bean soup.
You hate beans soup. Wow.
Yes.
It's fall.
It's false. Everybody loves beans soup. Teacher,
Okay.
do you don't like, teacher?
I will let you know why I made that noise. Like I will explain that to you in a minute, but don't worry. All right, all right. They say it's false. Okay. Now, what is the answer, Hazel? Well, Hazel or Catalina? How do you want me to call you?
Hazel, please.
Okay, Hazel. Okay, perfect. Okay.
It's true. I hate the bean soup.
Really? Okay.
Really? You're not Salvadorian.
Yes.
Ma'am.
The other
Mhm.
is nobody knows. My classmate is my daughter.
Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. Nobody knows that your classmate is your daughter too. Okay. But Tornado says false. Okay. What about the rest? What do you think? True or false?
I think it's true.
You think? Okay. Hector says it's true. And what is the answer, Hazel?
Yes, it's true. It's Diana Buendia.
Really? Wow.
Really?
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's why I was like, it's possible because I previously had in another course a mom and her two children. So yeah, it's possible. Okay, great job. Thank you, Hazel.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, now about that comment regarding the beans, I made that noise because I mean I like beans, but not really the ones that we call white beans. I get sometimes sick when I eat that, right? So that's why I was like, okay. All right, now let's continue, guys. We're gonna have this part test job interviews, right? What is the purpose of this activity? Is that we're gonna try to apply the use of can or can't in each of the scenarios given, right? So we'll provide some scenarios. In the ones, I will ask you to use can or can't, right? We're gonna discuss some questions about this. Then we're gonna practice a conversation, right? And then we're gonna take, you're gonna take turns to practice with a partner, right? That's the purpose. And finally, you're gonna show your performance with the rest of the class. For this last activity, it will be a conversation that you will create with your own ideas, right? That's something that I can tell in advance, right? You will create your own example. Let's start up with questions. My first question is, how did you feel the day you had your job interview at your current workplace? How do you feel? I mentioned most of you are currently working. How do you feel that day when you had that interview? Any volunteer?
I feel more motivated because I see the environment.
Oh, okay. And when did you have that interview, Petronilo? When?
Okay. Sorry, no listen.
Okay,
No listen.
when did you have that interview? When? Like 2 years ago, last year?
Maybe 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Wow. Okay. Long time ago. Okay. Well, that's nice. You felt motivated. Okay. All right. He's very optimist. Okay. I like that. All right. Thank you. What about the rest? How did you feel that day when you had your job interview?
I felt too nervous
You felt too nervous, but why, Eva?
because I had a scare.
was scared. Okay. But you were scared of the person in the interview or the
Yes,
interview only?
because he um I don't know, how do you say, se veía demasiado mal encarado. How do you
Angry.
say in English?
Okay. He looked, or well, actually we used, he seemed to be,
Seriously?
yeah, like kind of serious, right? Or actually sometimes we use mean, right? When we say when somebody's mean, it's like, it's not a negative impression. Okay. Okay. So he seemed to be, right? When we say he seemed to be, guys, it means aparentaba, right? He seemed to be, but in reality, probably it was not, right? All right, it's like the first impression that you have. Okay, but you felt really nervous. Okay, thank you, Eva. All right, let me show you the next question, guys, that I have is this one. What are some of your abilities? What are some of your abilities? Any volunteer? Tell me, what are some of your abilities? But again, talking about your job, right? I know that probably you're really good at dancing, etc. That's awesome. But talking about your job, what are some of the special abilities that you have? I'm gonna show you mine, or I'm gonna share with you mine. In my case, I'm good at typing really fast without checking the keyboard. That's one of my abilities, right? I'm good at typing really fast, right? So bueno, digitando rápido, right? And without checking the keyboard. That's important, right? So I learned how to use like almost all my fingers, and it's not necessary for me to check the keyword. I remember some words. That's one of my abilities talking about my job. But what about you guys? You can tell me I can, and then you tell me. All right, I'm gonna pick somebody. Let's see, Paola, what is one of your abilities? Think about it.
I use can, teacher.
Not necessarily. You can use other examples.
Okay. I'm very creative and and resolutions problems.
Oh, okay, and result. I am very creative and I resolve problems. Okay.
I'm very, very honestly.
Okay. Honest. With anyone? You're honest with anyone? With your friends, with your boss, with your parents?
Capacidad in English.
Capacity?
Capacity in delegate problems.
Accident delegated problems. Okay. That's good. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. Okay. That's important, right? I would say delegated like problems or assignments. Assignments, it's more like when there are some specific responsibilities.
Assignment activities.
Assign. Okay. Assignments or activities. That's right. That's correct. All right. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, now let's see, because of time, I'm gonna ask you the next question. Are you a fast learner? What do you think? Are you a fast learner? Let's see. What about you, Raquel? Are you a fast learner?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Okay. Tell me an example of something that you learned really fast.
I think because I connect very fast with people. I am a
Oh,
sociable person, and wherever I go, I pay attention all around me.
all right.
And so I think because that.
Because of that. Okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense. All right. Thank you, Raquel. Yeah, that's true. That's important, right? We pay attention to everything that is around us. One more person. What about Laura? Are you a fast learner?
More or less,
Yes,
teacher.
Oh, yeah.
yes, I
Julia's a,
was there.
you're a
I
fast learner.
in my work, maybe the system, for example,
Okay.
and another activities, control banks
Great.
and
Okay.
the attention client and supplier, mm, and many activities.
Make this. All right. Attention. Maybe in this case, you mean like customer service?
Yes.
Customer service. Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah, that's important, right? That we provide a great customer service, right? Because in our job, customers are important. All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. Okay. Great answers. Now, we have here an example. It says Ben is in a job interview. Listen to your teacher, read the conversation, and then practice with a partner. So I'm gonna read it once, right? Maybe twice. I will read it twice. And then I will ask two volunteers to practice this conversation, right? So, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Hello, Ben, and welcome. My name is Andre Rivera. Nice to
Hello,
meet you.
Ben.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Rivera. We are offering a manager position for a branch in Honduras. What qualifications do you have for this job? Well, I can speak English. Also, I can manage small and big projects, and I'm very good at sales. That sounds great. Can you speak Chinese? And what about using spreadsheets? Can you use them? I can speak little Chinese, but I can't use spreadsheets. But I'm a fast learner. I get it. When can you start? All right, so that's the conversation. I will read it once again, and then I will ask two of you to help me read it. Hello, Ben, and welcome. My name is Andre Rivera. Nice to meet you, Mr. Rivera. We are offering a manager position for a branch in Honduras. What qualifications do you have for this job? Well, I can speak English. Also, I can manage small and big projects. And I'm very good at sales. That sounds great. Can you speak Chinese? And what about using spreadsheets? Can you use them? I can speak little Chinese, but I can't use spreadsheets. But I'm a fast learner. I get it. When can you start? All right, so that was the conversation. Now I need two volunteers to practice this conversation.
I'm a
I'm
volunteer.
Awesome, I got the two, okay.
Me,
All right,
teacher.
All right, so I have Hector and Eva, and I heard somebody else too. I'm gonna start with Eva and Hector, and then I'm gonna give the opportunity to other two volunteers. All right, so whenever you're ready, guys, you can start.
I am Dre Eva. And you, Ben?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Hello, Ben, and welcome. My name is Andre Rivera.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Rivera.
We are offering a manager position for a branch in Honduras. What qualification do you have for this job?
Well, I can speak English. Also, I can manage small and big projects, and I am very good at sales.
That sounds great. Can you speak Chinese? And what about using spreadsheets? Can you use them?
I can speak a little Chinese, but I can use spreadsheets. But I am a fast learner.
I don't see the last. Okay. Thank you, teacher. I get it. When can you start?
All right, awesome. Thank you. Great job, guys. All right. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I will give a close up this time. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Yeah, now it looks big enough. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. All right, now I need two more volunteers. I'm sorry.
Hey, coach.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Paula. I have the first person. Who's the second
Me,
one?
teacher Julio.
Julio, awesome. Julio, so who wants to start?
Andre,
Okay.
you, Ben, Julio.
Yes.
Hello, Ben, and welcome. My name is Andre Rivera.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Rivera.
We're offering manager position for branch in Honduras. What qualification do you have for this job?
Well, I can't speak English. Also, I can manage a small big project. I am very good at sales.
That sounds great. Can you speak Chinese? And what about use spreadsheets? Can you use them?
I can speak a little Chinese, but I can use a speech heads. But I fast learner.
I get it. We can just start.
All
Now.
right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. That's the attitude. All right. Thank you. Okay. Now I just need you to both of you guys, Julio and Paula, I just need you to repeat after me. Chinese.
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 Awesome.
Chinese.
Great.
Okay.
That's right. The other one, spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets. All right. Julius, repeat after me. Spreadsheets.
Spreadsheet.
All right. Kind of, right? Spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And perfect. Great job. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right. So, something that I want to mention, guys, is the following. I believe that you are familiar with the use of can and can't. I'm gonna focus just a little bit on pronunciation. When we use this in affirmative, the emphasis is on the action, right? For example, we say, well, I can speak. I can speak, right? So the emphasis is on the action. But when we use it in negative, the emphasis is on can't, right? But I can't, right? And when it's in affirmative, it's on the action, right? Oh, well, I can speak English and I can manage, right? That's my emphasis on that specific ability or the action. Does that make sense to you guys? Are we clear with that part? Yep. All right, Great. I was saying this because sometimes that like a little bit confusing, especially when we are speaking with native speakers, right? It sounds redundant, but that's the way it is. Because we give too much emphasis on can when we are talking or describing things in affirmative, right? Remember, it's not that necessary. My emphasis is on the action, right? On the things that I can do. All right. So I'm not gonna focus much on this part, right? But do you have any question at this point? Any doubt? Maybe about a word that you have here, pronunciation or anything? Nope. All right. In that case, we can move forward then. Oh, I remember why. Okay, here we go. So, the next part that we're gonna practice or review, because I know that you previously studied this part, is how to use can and can't, right? So the first part that we have over here is this one. I'm giving you a close-up so that this looks better. So we use can when you want to name your abilities, and we use can't when you don't know how to do something, right? And that's again, like talking about some qualifications at your workplace, right? I can speak 3 languages. I can direct a small project, but I can't, right, use spreadsheets. I can't use this program, right? Now, something that you will learn in the future is that another way to say can, it's allowed to. Let me give you an example, right? Imagine that you say, or you want to say, I can't speak German, for example, right? Or you say, I can't, for example, bring food to my office. In other ways, I'm not allowed to bring food to my office. It's like another way, but this one, we use it for restrictions, right? You will learn this in the future. I'm just trying to give you like a preview about it, right? When you talk about some rules that you have in your office or sometimes at home, right? You will find this one too, right? All right. But let's continue working on this. On the first part, guys, for number 1, what do you think that it should be the right answer, guys? Can or can't?
Teacher.
Can't.
Can't.
Okay. Yeah, tell me, Paola. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can use the activities or only abilities?
Activities, like for example?
Correr, running.
Yeah, like for example, like this.
I can run. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we can use it for those activities. Remember that this is about things we are capable of doing. So whatever that you're capable of doing or that you can do, we can use can, right?
Okay.
Even some simple things, right? Do you remember, for example, when we were kids and we had very simple examples, but we use I can, right? For example, you say, oh, I can watch TV for 5 hours, right? Do you remember when we were children? Right? We used to say this, right? Oh, I can watch TV. Or another one. Oh, I can watch. I'm sorry. I can eat a lot of candies, right?
Pizza.
Okay, another one. I can eat This is not true. This is just an example. All right. 6 slices of pizza. All right. Some people they do it. All right. In my case, that's too
Okay.
much.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. All right. So those are some more examples. Some like regular activities that we do. All right, getting back to this part. So we say, I'm sorry. You said, what was for the first one, guys? I'm sorry, I forgot it. What was it? Can or can't? For number one?
Can't.
Can't. Okay, there you go. Maybe I'm gonna grade them here, right? I don't have enough space there. I'm sorry, I can't help you today, right? I'm really, I can't, right?
I just can't manage to
oh,
make up time.
I can't, all right, okay. Like this or like this, guys? Can or can't?
Can.
Can't.
Can't. Yeah.
Can't.
Can't. Okay. This one, I'm always late. Yeah, in this case, I will say that it's can't. I just can't manage to wake up on time. And this is the opposite because it says I'm always late, right? I don't know why, right? I don't know why. I can't, right? I can't. I have like 15 alarms, but I'm always late, right? All right. What about number 3, guys?
Can. Look, it's right there. Can you see it? It's so obvious.
It's obvious.
It sounds very chismosa mother.
It does.
Hey, can you see? Can
Yeah,
you see?
can you see? You know what? I remember when my mom, when I told my mom, like for example, where are, let's say, where are my shoes? Where are my socks? Right? And she was, they are there. Obviously, they are there. Can you see them? Right? And I couldn't find them, and she found them. Right? Okay.
It's a mom superpower.
Yeah, that's right. They are like secret detectives or anything. They can find whatever you can't. Right? All right, good. Here we go with number 4, guys. What do you think about number 4? Is it can or can't?
Can't.
Can.
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 Right. For this one, I would say that it's, yeah, it's can, right? I can't speak German. I lived, right? So I'm talking about past. I lived in Germany for 8 years, right? So imagine, as a result, you can't speak German, right? It doesn't happen all the time, but it should. All right, here we go with the last one.
Can't.
Can't. All right, there you go. That's right, right? I will put it here so you don't get confused for this one. That's right. She doesn't have a driving license. She can't drive a car, right? Actually, for this one, this is an example when we can use she's not allowed to drive a car because she doesn't have the license, right? So she doesn't have permission to drive a car. Again, you will learn this in the future, but this is just like a preview for you, right? When for any reason you don't have permission to do something. Okay. Do you have any question at this point, guys? Any doubts? Not right now?
For me, no.
No, for you. Okay. Petronilo, you do?
Yes, teacher, I don't have question.
Oh, you don't, okay. You don't have questions, okay, great. Okay, so I have another activity related to this one, sorry. It's this one. It says complete the diagram with things you can or can't do and ask the classmate about his or her qualifications and grade them in the second diagram. As you notice here, I need you to write very quickly 3 examples using can and 3 examples using can't, right? But this is individually, right? Things that you can or can't do, right? And then we're gonna have some time for you to interview some classmates and compare like the things that you have in common or that you absolutely don't, right? Just to give you an example here, right? Imagine that you're gonna grade about can and you say, oh, I can work on 2 tasks at the same time. Talking about the responsibilities that you have, you know, at your office, right? Or you want to be more specific, I can use Excel very well, right? In my case, I'm really bad at Excel. I have to confess, right? I'm really bad at it, right? I get confused sometimes. Okay. So I'm gonna give you what? Like 4 minutes maximum, 4 minutes for you to grade those 3 examples about you, right? 3 examples using can and 3 examples using can't, right? Let's do it right now. If you have a question, let me know. Or if you want to send me a text here on Zoom, feel free to do it. So it says, teacher, how do you say this? Or this is unclear, etc. Sure, go ahead and ask me, right? So you have 3 minutes now, right? So you can start working on those examples.
Okay.
All right, so we have one more minute, guys. I wrote another example there using can't, right? You can say respond or actually it should be reply, but respond is an option. I can't reply or I can't respond emails in Chinese, right? All right, guys, so are we ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, all right, thank you, Daniel. Okay. I'm just waiting for the rest, right?
Finish.
You're finished. All right, thank you, Hector. All right, I'm gonna start exactly at 8:55. So you have a couple of seconds, let's say. All right. Um,
Finish this.
you're finished. All right, thank you, Paula. Okay, so thumbs up. So it's time to check those examples. Maybe I'm not gonna ask for a volunteer this time. I wanna look for, we're gonna ask someone specifically. I think that makes more sense. So let's see. The first person will be, what do you prefer? The first person should be a man, a gentleman or a lady? What do you think? Ladies or gentlemen first?
Lady.
Lady first, lady first.
Okay, I was expecting that answer, okay.
Always teacher, lady first.
All right, always first. Okay, there it goes. You're a gentleman, absolutely a gentleman. Okay, ladies first. So, let's start with, let's see. Chun, 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 chun. Okay, what about Eva? What are your examples?
Okay. First, I can write very well.
All right, you can't write, but what, in English, in Spanish, or in general?
Mm, in general, but in Spanish, it's
Okay.
very one of my dreams is to write a book one day.
All right, someday. Okay. About
Yes.
what? About I don't know, like adventure, about romance,
Poetry.
poetry. Good. Interested. All right. I know you will. And you will do it in English, believe it.
In Spanish.
Or in Spanish, yeah.
Yes, okay. My second example is I can't drive yet.
All right. I like that. Not yet, but you will.
No yet. And I can cook all kind of pasta very well.
Okay. You can cook any type of pasta. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Great job. All right. Thank you. Do you have any other or that's it?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Thank you. Okay. Great job. Very interested. Thank you, Eva. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give you the chance to choose the next person. Who will be the next person, Eva?
Hector.
Hector. Okay. There you go. Thank you. Hector, now's your turn.
Okay. The first is I can use the social media very well.
All right. Okay.
And other is I can use different electronic devices. And I can type fast in the computer.
Okay. So those are the things that you can do, right?
Yeah.
What about the ones that you can't?
Okay. And I can't speak French.
Okay.
I can use a professional video camera. And really, I can use all the Excel items.
You can't either.
No, I know this is only basic teacher,
Mhm.
but I can use all the items in Excel.
Yeah.
I don't know what works. I don't know. I only put some numbers in the cells and the basic. I can't use all the Excel items.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, that happens to me too, right? Yeah, I think it takes time, but yeah, sometimes I get confused and I need to watch some tutorials. All right, thank you, Hector. Great job. Who's the next one?
I choose.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I choose Carlos Ernesto.
Okay, Carlos Ernesto. All right, thank you. Carlos, good evening. Are you ready? Three, two, one. Okay, Carlos is not there. Okay, let's pick somebody else.
No,
Here,
Ah,
sorry.
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. He ran really fast. Okay, go ahead, Carlos.
Okay. One day I can go to Lost Lands. Lost Lands is similar to Tomorrowland, but
Oh,
only dubstep.
only what? I'm sorry.
Dubstep.
Oh, okay.
dubstep.
Uh-huh.
Dubstep is a type of music.
Mhm. All right,
Okay.
interesting. Okay, what about the second one?
Second one, I can't drive motorcycle.
Oh, okay. You can't ride motorcycles. Okay.
Yes.
All right, good example. Any other?
Uh, Only examples, teacher.
All right, those are the only two examples. All right, okay. Thank you, Carlos. Because of time, pick the next person, please. Who's next? Carlos. Who is the next person?
Oh, sorry, teacher.
That's okay.
I look in Petronilo Perez.
Petronilo. Okay, you're very lucky, Petronilo. Okay.
Thank you, Carlos. My example,
Mhm.
I can use a different kind of accountant system. I can.
All right. Okay. Very interesting.
Mhm. I can't use the Skype.
Okay.
It's difficult for me.
Absolutely.
I can dance well. I don't.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You can dance or you can't?
No, I can't. I can't.
Ah, okay. You can't dance well. So,
Yeah.
Not at all. Not like cumbias, not like salsa, nothing.
My feet are planos. I can swim a lot of distance in the sea many years ago. Today, nah.
Not anymore. Okay.
Mm. And I can play football.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Great job. Okay. Good. Okay. In that case, Petronil mentioned a good example. I'm gonna share my screen right now. Again, you will learn this in. Hold on. I'm gonna use a different option. I'm gonna use a whiteboard. Okay. Can you see my whiteboard, guys? Yep. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
All right, thank you for confirming. When we talk about the present, we use can. When we talk about the past, we use, oh, sorry, we use could. Like that example, I really like that example. Thank you, Petronilo, that you mentioned. I could swim, sorry, the Z, like some years ago, let's say. When we use those words, I understand that you're talking about the past. And of course, when we use could, it's related to activities in the past, right? Like those abilities that we have and now we don't. But if it is about the present, still activities that we do, we use can, right? Like for example, I think that you mentioned something like I can use different type of accounting systems, let's say, right? So in that case, we use can, right? Because it's an action or an activity or an ability that you still have. But if it is something related to the past, we use could, right? But again, you will learn this in future classes. But this is just for you to have some general knowledge, right? How it works. Okay, but great job, guys. Great job. Now, I'm gonna move forward to a different activity, right? Remember that we are combining like different, I would say, tools or different materials, right? To study. Okay. Are you familiar to the word adjectives? Can you tell me, can you name an adjective, guys? Tell me the first adjective that comes to your mind. The first adjective that comes to your mind. Adjectives, right? Not verbs. Adjective. Remember, adjectives, they are characteristics about people, places, situations, etc.
About the people, maybe it's short or short.
Got it. Thank you. Great. That's a characteristic. That's an adjective. What is another adjective, guys, that comes to your mind? Remember, characteristic, right? All right, maybe I'm going to be more specific. That will make everything easier for you. This is like an introduction, but I want to find out if we are in the same place. Okay. Tell me some characteristics about, and in parentheses, don't repeat the same from a previous part. All right, tell me some characteristics about, let's say, okay, about beaches in El Salvador. Tell me a characteristic. Imagine we say el tunco. El tunco is?
Beautiful.
All right, we got the first one, beautiful. Thank you, Julio. Another characteristic. Go ahead, quickly, quickly.
Hot.
I was thinking about that one too. Thank you. Indeed, it is hot. Any other?
Look, the sunset are beautiful.
Okay, the sunset is beautiful. The sunset is beautiful. Okay, thank you. Any other?
The party never stopped in El Tunco.
It's very expensive.
Yeah,
That's
it's very
true.
expensive. It's true, really true.
It's absolutely true. It's expensive. In the past, it was not like that, but now, boom, the prices are really
All is
high.
for the tourists. All is for the tourists.
It is. Indeed it is. There are a lot of people from the United States, Germany, and other places like those. Okay. Yeah, so what you mentioned, guys, these are characteristics. These are adjectives. Beautiful, hot, expensive, I will say like energetic, etc. Those are characteristics that we use to describe places. This is what we call adjectives. I'm gonna share my screen so that this makes sense to you. All right, I believe that you can see my screen. Can you?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay, wonderful. So we use this title here. It says it's a really nice city, right? So we're gonna learn how to describe some hometown cities and countries. And when we make recommendations, like about places to visit, we absolutely use some adjectives. What are some adjectives that we have here? We have beautiful, and we have boring, cheap, crowded, clean, dangerous, interesting, expensive, quiet, noisy, relaxing, polluted, safe, stressful, spacious, and ugly. What are we gonna do right now? Because we're gonna use this in a minute. I need to match, right? What is match, guys, by the way? What is this? Match. I see some hands like that.
Como comparación o igual.
Kind of, kind of. Any other?
Combinar.
There you go. That's right. Exactly. When we say match, it means connect, right? I saw. I was checking that some of you were using your hands. I like that. You knew what it was, but it was kind of hard to describe it. I know. Exactly. So when we say match, it means connect, right? Join. So in this case, I need you to connect. And here is instruction. Column A with its opposite. Remember, it's the opposite. That's what we're gonna do. In column B. Just to give you an example, imagine it, we say the first one. Beautiful. What is the opposite? The contrary of beautiful.
Ugly.
Ugly.
Ugly. That's too easy for you, right, guys? That's right. So we're matching that one. What about cheap?
Expensive.
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 Expensive, that's right. Clean?
Noisy.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Polluted.
Polluted. It's
Polluted.
Polluted. Polluted.
Polluted.
Polluted.
Pronunciations?
Yeah, this one we pronounce it polluted.
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 Contaminado. It's like from pollution.
That is correct. That is correct. So pollution is like the noun, right? The general term that we use. Like for example, we say in general, in our planet, we have a lot of pollution everywhere, right? In the air, in our sea, etc. Great, interesting.
Mexico City. Interesting. Boring. Boring.
Boring. Right? That's right. We have boring. Interesting. That's boring. That's the opposite. What about quiet?
Noisy.
Noisy, right? That's right. Noisy. Relaxing.
Stressful.
Stressful. That's right. Stressful, right? Safe.
Dangerous.
Let it be grounded.
No, dangerous.
Grounded. It's grounded. No.
No,
Ah,
Julius.
safe. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
That's right. That's
I
okay. Don't
gave to
worry.
you. Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
So we'll say safe. Yeah,
Let
the
it be.
opposite. It's
Let it
letter
be.
C.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. And the last one, spacious.
Crowded.
Crowded. That's right.
Crowded.
Crowded. And also we use crowded, guys. I will write here the definition. A place full of people. That's what it means when we say crowded.
More people and similar of Mahawal Beach.
I like those examples because they are true. Yeah.
Mahawal Beach is very good the place and you the
It's really
cell
cheap.
is plain. It's plano. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's one of the like the
The
characteristics.
beach is very good.
It is. It is. For some people it is, right? But on vacation it's like a jungle, right? It's crowded, many people there, so think twice. Or sometimes another example that I can tell you about crowded, it's like some malls in
It's
El
San
Salvador.
Salvador. It's San
Exactly.
Salvador in holiday.
In holidays, that's right, right? If you go, for example, to Metro Centro, specifically in December, right? Forget it. It's crowded.
All the mall, teacher. All the
All of the
malls.
malls.
All the malls in all country.
In our country, that's true. That's correct. Yep. So I think that this is pretty easy for you guys, if you notice, right? These adjectives, we use them to describe places, right? Of course, we can include more, but we have this as reference, right? And remember, we were matching the opposites, right? It's not like the ones that were synonyms. They were opposites. All right, good. Do you have any question about this vocabulary, guys, before I continue? Nope. All right, awesome. So let's continue then. I will clear this up. We have here a conversation. Hold on. All right, there you go. So it says listen and practice, right? We have two people here. We have Ron and Camilla, and they are describing a place, right? I think I do have here the conversation for you. Okay. Let me know if you can actually listen to the conversation. All right, it's loaded. Okay, can you listen to the audio, guys? Or not yet?
Unit 11. It's a really nice city.
All right, can you listen to the audio, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
perfect.
teacher.
Okay. Thank you guys for confirming. So here we go.
Page 72. Exercise 2. Conversation. It looks so relaxing. Part A. Listen and practice.
That photo is really cool. Where is that?
That's a beach near my house in Punta Cana, in the Dominican Republic.
It looks so relaxing. I've heard the area is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. The weather is great, and there are some fantastic beaches. The water is really clear, too.
Is it expensive there?
Well, it's not cheap, but prices for tourists can be pretty reasonable.
And how far is it from Santo Domingo?
It's not too far from the capital, about 200 kilometers, a little over 120 miles.
It sounds very interesting. I should plan a trip there sometime.
All right. Okay. So that was the conversation. Do you have a question about this vocabulary, guys, before I continue? Nope. All right. It seems to me that you don't have any question yet. Okay. So if that's the case, we will practice this conversation together. I need two volunteers. I need somebody to be Ron and another one to be Camila.
Julio.
All right, Julia.
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
All right, perfect. I got two Julius, and I'm sorry, who was the other person?
Yes, I am.
Ah, Darren. Okay, thank you. Okay, Darren. Okay, so whenever you're ready, guys.
Okay, that photo is really cool. What is that?
There's a beach near my house in Punta Cana, in the Dominican Republic.
It's not so relaxing. I be here. The area is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. The water is great, and there are some fantastic beaches. The water is really clear too.
It's expensive here. Yeah.
Well, it's not cheap, but prices for tourists can be pretty re, uh, reasonable.
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 And I have what is it from Santo Domingo?
It's not too far from the capital. About 2,000 kilometers. ¿Cómo se pronuncia?
200 kilometers.
Kilometers. A little over
120.
Sorry?
100.
100
20
120
miles.
It sounds very interesting. I should find a trip there sometime.
Sometime. All right. Thank you. Okay. Great job. Great job. Okay. I just noticed that we got an issue with contraction and just the numbers. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. I need two more volunteers before I move forward.
My coach.
All right. Thank you, Paula. Any other person?
I'm teacher.
All right. Thank you, Laura. Okay, great. All right. So I have Laura and Paula. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
That photo is
Sorry, go ahead.
That photo is really cool. Where is that?
That's a beach near my house in Punta Cana in that Dominican Republic.
It looks so relaxing. If her, the area is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. The weather is great and there are some fantastic beach. The water is really clear too.
It is expensive there.
Well, it's not cheap, but price for tourists can be pretty
Reasonable.
reasonable.
And how far is from Santo Domingo?
It's not too far from the capital, about 200 kilometers and a little over 120 miles.
It sounds very interesting. I should plan a trip there sometime.
All right. Okay. Thank you,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Great job. Okay. Now, what I noticed is, yeah, whenever we have contractions, guys, like over here, like this one, maybe let me give you,
A, B,
no, this one, we pronounce it I've,
I've
I've,
I've
I've. So I've heard, right? So it's important that we pronounce that well, right? If we say just we are not using the contraction, right? So it's I've. Okay. The other one, I don't know why some of you were scared to pronounce it this one, right? This is beaches, right? So,
beaches.
and this one, it's reasonable,
Reasonable.
reasonable. And I think that's it. And then we have kilometers and miles. That was it. But in general, you were doing a great job. Another comment that I have, but again, we will practice this during the course. It's about the intonation for questions, right? It's important that we use intonation. Remember, if we are asking questions, it's important that we use the right intonation.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, coach.
No problem. And this is for everyone, right? Again, we will practice this part, but the intonation is important so people, they understand that you're asking questions. I don't know, you have been in that situation, guys, that you're speaking with somebody, even in Spanish, and you're like, I'm sorry, are you asking me a question or are you telling me something, right? And it's because of the intonation, right? All right, but great job. Now, that was the first part of this conversation. And the other part is listen to the rest of the conversation. And I need you to answer this specific question. What does Camila say about entertainment in Punta Cana? What is this, guys? Entertainment. What's the meaning of that in English? What is entertainment? Or give me examples. What do you understand when we say, oh, entertainment? What is
yes,
that?
entertainment is swim in the beach.
Okay, that's a good
Yes.
example. Great. All right. Any other example about entertainment, guys?
Punta Cana have fantastic beaches.
All right. Punta Cana has fantastic beaches. Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna listen to the rest of the conversation, guys, and I need you to pay specific attention to this part, right? What does Camila say about entertainment in Punta Cana, right? So give me a minute. I will play that second part for you. Here we go.
Page 72. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What does Camilla say about entertainment in Punta Cana?
So, what kinds of things are there to do in Punta Cana?
Oh, there's so much to do. There are beautiful beaches, of course. You can go scuba diving, see dolphins, ride a horse on the beach.
Really? I've never ridden a horse on the beach. It sounds fun. Anything else?
Yes, there are a lot of nightclubs. Dominicans love to dance.
That's great. I love to dance too.
All right.
Night,
Are we ready?
Sounds
night
like El
club.
Tunco.
It does.
Sounds like El Tunco.
It does. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Any volunteer, what is the first thing that you listen?
Me, teacher.
Tell me, go ahead.
The people can dive.
All right, people can dive. Okay. I'm sorry, can dive there. Okay, good. Any other?
Um, um, The
Riding a
people,
horse.
Okay. Ride a horse. Ride a horse in a park, right?
No, in a beach.
There you go. Right on the beach.
On the beach. On the beach.
The beach. Yeah, that's right. Anything else?
the people can dance a lot of because has a lot of nightclubs.
Okay, there you go. Because there are many nightclubs. Good. Yeah, that's right, right? So people can dive, right? Specifically, if I'm not wrong, she says scuba diving, right? Scuba diving, right?
How is scuba?
Scuba diving, it's
with a
like,
snorkel?
I'm not quite sure if they are similar because they might have some differences. But scuba diving, it's more like, how can I explain that? It's like, for example, when
swim
when people
bajo de agua. That's it.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
that's true. But they do it with an oxygen tank. That's like something important. So it's
To go
actually
more,
for this one.
to go more deep.
Deep.
Yeah, like
Buceo.
to go deeper. That's right. And also because for scuba diving, you need a license. It's not just like you just want to do it, right? You need a license for scuba diving. But that's a good point. All right, great.
More if the water is clear.
Yeah, that's like another thing. Like some places they have those attractive tourist things, right? Or tourist destinations. And they
For this club.
yeah, exactly, right? That's correct. All right. Now we're gonna move forward, guys, because I just have a couple of minutes, believe it or not. It's almost time. So we need to fly. So we were learning about those adjectives. I'm going to include this part because after that, we're going to put everything together. I need you to produce. I've been giving you a lot of information, but it will be your time to produce. We talk about adverbs, right? Now, adverbs, they're a little bit different compared to adjectives. Now, what is the main purpose of adverbs? I will put it here to give more emphasis to, for example, in this case, to adjectives. It's different, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm going to highlight that part. It's different. It would say Punta Cana is nice. I understand, but it would say Punta Cana is really nice. So you're giving extra emphasis to that idea, okay? So that's an adverb. When you're trying to give more emphasis to a specific word, in this case, an adjective. Another one, when we say it's pretty expensive, right? We understand it, we say it's expensive, but if we say fairly expensive, we're giving more emphasis to that specific idea. Another one that we have here, well, it's when we say it's not big, right? But it's different when we say it's very big, right? Hold on. All right. I think I lost you just for a couple of seconds. All right. And also another one that is very common, it's when we use to, right? When it says here, New York is too noisy and it's too crowded for me. Okay. Now, when we say too, guys, I need you to be careful because with too, this is negative in English. This has a negative meaning, right? So that's important to remember, right? If we use too in English, it has a negative meaning. What is too, if we want to use it in Spanish, like in this case, we say too noisy. What is that?
Ruidosa.
But when we say too noisy, what is the complete idea in that case?
Demasiado.
Demasiado, exactly, right? So when we use it in that way, this is a negative opinion, right? Imagine it would say, I don't know, let's say, imagine we are planning a trip together and we say, hey, let's go, or let's go to, what? San Miguel City to have some pupusas, for example, right? And then some people say, no, come on, teacher, San Miguel is too,
Very hot.
San Miguel is too hot, right?
Too
Demasiado,
hot.
right?
Yeah.
It's too hot. No, come on, forget it. No, that's not a good option, right? It's too hot. So what about, and then we think about another option, right? So that's why it's important. If we use too, like in this case, or an adjective, this turns the idea into something negative. I'm going to give you another example because I need this to be clear because it's very common that we confuse it and we use it incorrectly. Another one, imagine, for example, I don't know, imagine your couple, tells you, you know what? I want these pair of shoes. I want this pair of shoes. They are $200, right? And then it says, and imagine Petronilo says like, no way, right? No. They are too cheap. Is that correct, guys? They are too cheap.
Oh, they are too expensive.
Too expensive. That's right. Exactly. They are too expensive. Now forget it, right? That's too much, right? That's too much. Too expensive. And again, when we use too, in that case, it's negative. All right. Are we clear with this part, guys? Any question? Nobody now?
No.
Okay. All right. And that's it. That's pretty much how we use it, right? And we're showing you like some other words that we use because sometimes we overuse, right? Utilizamos demasiado, right? We overuse the word very, right? We use very for everything, right? And it's okay, but don't overuse it, right? Hey, do you like this food? Yeah, it's very delicious, right? Hey, do you like this place? Yeah, it's very nice. Hey, do you like this food? Yeah, it's very delicious and very good. Come on, we have other options, right? It's extremely, etc.
It's
All right.
good to use.
It's really good, right? It's
Yes.
fantastic. It's amazing, right? We have more options to use. Now, I think that I'm gonna finish up with this part. But before I forget it, are you ready for your first piece of homework, guys? Yes? Awesome. Okay, I like that. That's added to homework. I'm gonna put it here. Do you know what is an important event that is going to happen in El Salvador this year?
Miss Universo.
Yeah, Miss Universe, right? That's right. Exactly, right? So what I need you to do is the following. Describe two. I was planning to have more, but two, it's okay. Two tours, place, people can visit in El Salvador, and also mention the entertainment activities people can do there, right? That's what I need you to do. But again, I need you to describe the place, right? Of course, right? So imagine that you are selling the idea of those places, right? If you want to talk about, I don't know, like El Tunco Beach, right? But why, right? Why is that a good option for tourists, right? Oh,
I
yeah.
I,
Mhm.
I got it. One place in the river of Toluca.
Okay,
And
Toluca
yes,
River.
can the tourists can eat soup of gallina India.
Okay. You
Yes.
can mention that tomorrow, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, but remember, oh, I forgot to say this. You will have maximum 2 minutes to describe this information.
Only two?
Yeah, just two. So you will go straight to the point. So it's gonna be, hey, hello guys, good evening. So today I will describe the best tourist option for tourists. Option number one, blah, 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 right? In these activities, tourists can have great fun by riding a horse on the beach. They can also visit some of the most expensive and also attractive nightclubs in the area, like for example, blah, 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 and then you continue. The second place is the following, right? This place is absolutely beautiful and it has an amazing sunset, right? And you describe that idea. But you need to go straight to the point with those comments. Any question at this point? Any doubt? Nope. Okay. Remember, it's going to be using what we have studied so far, the use of can or can't, and also those adjectives to describe places, right? Amazing, beautiful, crowded, right? I'm gonna share the screen with that information so you can actually keep that in mind. Beautiful, cheap, clean, interesting, quiet, relaxing, noisy, polluted, stressful, etc. You can include some other adjectives, of course, right? But you have this as a reference. And remember, if you want to give more emphasis, you can say very, fairly, extremely, right? To give more emphasis to your ideas. You will have 2 minutes. Probably because of time, I'm not going to ask everyone to describe information. I would pick just like 3 or 4 maximum. But the intention is that you speak and you describe that idea. At the end, as a class, we will have like a kind of poll, right? And we will decide together what is the best option, right? So get ready to impress everyone. All right. Any question at this point? Any doubt? Nope. All
No
right.
question.
Awesome. Okay, great. I do have a question for you guys. Do you have this material with you or you don't have it yet? Like for
Not yet,
example, do you
not
have?
yet, teacher.
Not yet, teacher.
Not yet.
No,
So you don't,
teacher Isabel only write your books, but no send the books.
okay,
She
I will get it. I will get in contact with them about it because yes, I need you to have this material with you, right? So you can study and get ready like before class and to study also, right? The class that we just reviewed, right? So, but just to make sure you don't have this material, right? About this topic that we studied today, this one, you don't have it? You do have this one?
No, teacher, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. So in that case, I would talk with them, right? And I will ask them for some help about this, right? Because yes, it's important that we have that. All right, in that case, I will take a screenshot of this part too, and I will send it here on our chat so you have it handy as well. Okay. I would just send it to you right now. Again, these are some examples. You can include your own too. Right, I just sent it here in the chat, here on Zoom. I think that you just received it. I hope so. Yeah. That's the first one. Do you want the screenshot of the conversation too, or with that one it's enough? You can have some ideas from the conversation. I will send it probably anyway. And this one too, about others.
Only appear the first activities. You send only the activities. No.
I just sent the screenshot of this activity, yeah, that we studied about adjectives. That's the one I sent. Is that the one that you received?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And here with the last one. All right. Yep. So in that case, guys, again, this is for you to have this information and for you to use it also tomorrow, right? But do you have any question about this activity, tomorrow's homework? Any doubt, any question? Nope. Okay. So if that's the case, guys, I just noticed that it's time already. I don't want to take more time because I see that you're exhausted. So it's been a pleasure to be with you guys. Thank you very much, guys, for being in class. I will see you tomorrow and have a wonderful rest of your night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night. See you tomorrow.